Hey guys. So, February 15th, 2024 is today. Let me start this video off by saying I tore down the shed. I'm so sorry about how cluttered it is under here. It's kind of embarrassing. But I'm not usually like that. Once the weather's better, I'll get a new shed built. Okay? So, 2022 Cfmoto Clx 700. Okay. We have a website here called KSL. I live around Ogden, Utah, and I went to their website, and there's a dealer in Ogden called Young Automotive or Young Power Sports. This thing right there, the blue books, according to KBB, at 6,500. It's only, it's a 2022 model. Let me shut my door here. But I bought this thing. They posted it for super cheap. It has 1,400 miles on it. I bought it for $3,500. And it's brand spanking new still. I mean, the guy hardly looks like he sat on it. Okay, he took very good care of it. The person who had it before me, who sold it to the dealer, put a really big horn on it. Like I don't want to make the neighbors mad, but it's loud. I mean, that's a car horn. Okay. I just heard the dogs bark. Okay. On top of that, there's this KO Lightning exhaust. It's an aftermarket exhaust. It is a beautiful bike, and I got it for $3,500. So look, I rode it. I enjoy it so much more than my current motorcycle. So that's like a 2001, 2000 something Suzuki CF50. Okay, and the clutch is slipping on it. I got to replace the clutch. But this thing is the funnest bike I've ever ridden. I say that sincerely. I've owned a lot of bikes, guys. I've owned all cruisers except for one Ninja, a Ninja 300, which was so much fun. But I sold that Ninja 8 months ago, 9 months ago, and I just got this. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm blown away. Okay, as you guys know, this thing has an economy mode and a sport mode on that button right there. It makes a world of difference. So the best way I can describe it, you have a teenager and its voice is kind of high, and then like all of a sudden with the push of that button or overnight, the kid hits puberty and the voice just like absolutely deepens, as well as just like the kid gets way stronger. It is exactly what it's like with this motorcycle. I took it on the freeway. I had no problem reaching 80 miles per hour, easy. Totally fine for commuting this bike. But I tried passing without sport mode and with sport mode. When the economy mode is on, like you give it full throttle and somehow it's programmed in there. It's holding back the engine. But the second you throw that thing into sport mode, I mean, that puberty just comes on. It just and like the sound of the engine changes, and you could just really, you can almost hear it just like sucking up more gasoline in a way, but it's still super fuel efficient, right? That's kind of a joke. It still gets great NPG, which I haven't tested myself yet, but I'm confident it does. But world of difference, economy and sport mode. Okay. What else can I tell you about it? In fact, let me show you what it sounds like. And just picture I'm going to say this bike, it almost feels gutless at first, but the second that engine hits 4,000 RPM is when the power really kicks in. Like you feel the power of the engine. So like me showing you guys it idling right here with this aftermarket exhaust, that doesn't give the true character of the bike. Okay, because the second you hit 4,000 RPM and you're cruising on that thing, like I said before, it hits puberty, essentially. Check it out. Okay, you guys might have seen, you have an ABS light here. that flashes when you first turn the bike on. It will turn off when you start to inch forward. You just drive a foot and it turns off. ABS works great. This cruise control light, this is the neutral light. This is a cruise control light. That cruise control light will stay yellow until the bike will allow you to turn it on. So cruise control is controlled by this little switch right here, okay? And from what I've seen driving it around the last couple of days, it'll only let me use cruise control in 4th gear or higher. When you go in 4th gear, that light will turn green, which is the go of go ahead, use cruise control. But I have not been able to get it to turn green in 1st, 2nd, or 3rd gear. Granted, I've only driven it 20 miles. But from what I've seen, I think you can only use cruise control in 4th gear and up. I'm telling you guys, it is so much fun. The 2023 bike, or version of this bike, maybe the sport version, I don't know. But it has another button for off-road. I don't think it's necessary. It just turns off ABS is all it does. But if you guys see one of these, absolutely buy it. And upgrade the exhaust, because I think the exhaust on the others is pathetic, and I think it'll probably take away some of the horsepower because of the baffling that's likely in it. But I recommend this exhaust. It sounds pretty good for the type of bike it is. But seriously, guys, absolutely consider getting one of these. Funnest bike I've ever ridden in my entire life. Absolutely adore it. I'm going to have so much fun with this thing.